Because really, there isn't anything I can't do. Because if anyone can, Manny can. You guys are probably wondering, who the heck is this kid that I just listened to, or why is he using his old intro, or where did his intro come from? Well, if you guys do not know who I am or where that audio clip came from, it's from my old award-winning video documentary back in middle school, Manny CAN. It is the last sentence I said in that video, and the last time people heard from me and asked me, ever since, when is part 2 coming out? When did an update? What's going on with Manny? And this is the update. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Emmanuel Barrera, aka Manny. As of now, I am officially considered an adult because I'm 18. And other than that, I'm starting this brand new chapter in my life where I start podcasting where we talk about sports, where we talk about cooking, reading, lifestyle, how to overcome challenges, adversity, how I managed to get where I am and how people manage to get down where they are. The purpose of these podcasts is to bring laughter, joy, bring some serious conversation, and bring in guests and get to know them and me better. This is the community now, the update. I'm currently a college student at Palomar, and I am trying to be a journalist and sports and write for sports, broadcast sports. Sports is my passion. If you guys know me really well, I am considered one of the loyalist fans, and I quote, someone said to me, I quote, Manny is one of the loyalest persons I know. He's still a Chargers fan even though they lost to the Patriots in the divisional round in 2018 when we were scary. And I'm still a Chargers fan despite our record being 3-7. I've been a fan in San Diego and I'm still a fan in LA. And speaking of that, being a journalist, I want to go into the journalistic field, and during COVID, we all been through a rough time. A lot of people got laid off, and a lot of people relied on social media. We stopped doing things that we were planning to do for 2020. When 2020 came and said, hey, this is the year I'm finally going to go to the gym, finally going to start a business. And obviously, March 13th, that day changed for everyone, especially me, as I was a senior in high school getting ready to graduate. And unfortunately, the lockdown, the shutdown, that wasn't able to happen. I wasn't able to have a traditional graduation, as many people say. But I still graduated, guys. And so that's when I decided, you know what? I'll make a podcast. The first month, if you guys followed me, it was kind of like an experiment, I was freelancing it. And now I took everything down and I started all over. And we're going to make this more like a professional. So I got emails to send, emails to get back. Try to get people, So hopefully one day we get one of your favorite persons here, or even you, and listen to your story. And I did not decide. I learned how to network because I spoke out to people that I know, and they know people that are in the field or know someone that knows that person. And they're like, you know what, let me help you out. Reach out to this person. And I was able to reach out to David Jeff from the David Jeff Show, and a great friend of mine who writes for Forbes magazine, and I'm gonna let him present himself.
Hello, Jay Paris here, longtime sports writer in the San Diego area and really all throughout Southern California. Just wanted to wish my friend Manny the best of luck as he gets his podcast going, and just to say how thrilled I am, number one, to be included in it, and number two, to have him as a friend. One of my mentors, one of the people I always leaned on, was the great coach John Wooden of UCLA basketball, but he was really so much more than that. What a wise man with the wisdom we could all embrace. His motto that always stuck with me was to plan your work, then work your plan. And I think of Coach Wooden when I think of Manny, because Manny has a plan. And Lordy knows there's nobody that works harder than Manny. So I see great things for Manny in the future as he embarks on his journalistic career overall, and in particular in sports. Sports is about overcoming obstacles. Sports is about perseverance. Sports is about fighting on when maybe all the odds are against you. That's what sports is about. That's what separates the mere players from the champions. A champion will find a way to get it done, no matter how many obstacles are in his way. That reminds me of Manny as he sets off in his journalistic career. Are there obstacles in his way? Sure, but there are obstacles in everyone's way. The difference is how you maneuver around those obstacles, how you stiff arm them, how when somebody says no, I just turn those letters around and make them on, like continue on. If someone says no, I say continue on. And that's what Manny has done throughout his life. I can't wait to see where his journalistic career will take him with his spirit, with his dedication, and don't forget his knowledge. If there's anyone who knows as much about Chargers football, I've met him, Manny. He can match me with his Chargers education and his lore. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Manny being Manny and being Manny CAN, because he can do it. He will do it. I just can't wait to see him do it as he goes on to be a journalism with integrity and present that journalism in a way that is uniquely Manny. There's only one Manny. Unfortunately, I wish there were a lot more, but there's only one Manny, and I can't wait to see where his path takes him. God bless you, buddy. Looking forward to the great things you have in your future. Onward and upward, Jay Paris.
Jay, thank you for those kind words that you sent to me. I am excited to launch this new journey project that's hopefully going to start my journalistic career. Jay is right. Champions have a plan, and they follow that plan. I have a plan with this podcast. I don't know where it's going to take me. Hopefully, it takes me somewhere wonderful, and one day I won't be in my room recording this, and I can have a studio and bring in a guest, and it won't have to be Zoom call at that time. Maybe I can have a guest fly in or drive in, but that's all a dream of mine. Right now I'm grateful for what I got, whether it's just this, sitting in my room at night recording this episode, but Jay is right. If you want something, you gotta go get it. Life is about not giving up, not giving hope, chasing what you want. And yeah, there's only one Manny, and that's me. But that doesn't mean there can be other people like me with a positive mindset. I know it's hard right now, especially with the year going on. A lot of things happening, which we would get into detail so much later. Jay, I'm excited. I'm glad you're part of this journey. And thank you so much for everything. And I can't wait to have you here on the next episode. But speaking of Jay Paris, I talked about networking. If I didn't speak that I wanted to be a journalist and I wanted to start a podcast, I would not have met Jay. I, you know, this next person, she's a mentor of mine. I've known her for the last 8 years of my life, mostly half of the time I've been alive. The last 8 years of my life and counting, you know, she's the one that pushed me out there and she taught me how to network and now I managed it. So without further ado, I'd like her to introduce herself. And here goes nothing.
Hi, I'm middle school educator and college mentor Kirsten Josephson. Manny, I'm thrilled to be part of this podcast and help introduce you to the world. It has been my honor over the last 8 years to be one of your mentors on your exciting life journey. I recently walked down memory lane to collect old photos and stories about you to share with my mother, writer Judith Pinkerton Josephson, who is writing a picture book about you. This reminded me of how lucky I was to observe your profound metamorphosis as a middle schooler. I can still picture you as a hesitant sixth grade student telling me that due to your MPS condition, you were not sure that you could be a member of the Mission Middle School hip hop team, let alone attend college someday. Who knew that soon after that conversation, you would begin your transformation into the confident person you are today? One of my best memories of you was that momentous day in February of 2014 in sixth grade when you participated in a grand student fiesta hosted by Fuel Up to Place 60, Quaker Oats, and the National Dairy Council, who awarded Mission a fitness grant. On that day, you watched your beloved Chargers, including then NFL defensive end Kendall Reyes and Chargers cheerleaders, cheer on the crowd. It was thrilling to watch your excitement at being featured on NBC as then Indianapolis Colts quarterback Andrew Luck pushed you at the front of the conga line. I enjoyed hearing you recount your extensive conversation with Mr. Luck about clearing your hurdles and becoming active despite your challenges. You told me that was the best day of your life. Through 7th and 8th grade, you jumped at the chance to get involved with enrichment activities. I can still picture you dancing hip-hop on stage, co-hosting a large college panel, organizing school-wide technology equipment, and zooming around school in your blue vehicle getting footage for the Mission television program, aka MTV. With guidance from your video teacher, Miss Whitney, and collaboration with your video crew that included Leslie, Stephen, and Luis, you left your mark on the world by creating the award-winning MannyCAN video. During your high school years, I had the pleasure of mentoring you with college club mentors Miss Velasquez, Miss Whitney, and Miss Giles, and high school counselor Mr. Ramirez to help you transition to college. It was so inspiring to watch you grow into a leader, managing your high school soccer team, interning at Cal State San Marcos, and guiding youth in your community. As a current college student, the tables have turned and you have become our mentor, teaching us how to podcast as we try to take the college club to the next level. Manny, using your school experiences as a guide, what advice for others do you have about leadership and success? As one of my mentors, Chris Harris, always says, change is good. Manny, you are the epitome of this mantra. Over the years, you have embraced change and approached each adversity as a new opportunity. I've watched you face more hurdles than the average teenager or adult. Through the broken wheelchairs, surgeries, endless infusions, chronic exhaustion, and missed school days, I've never heard you complain. In fact, every time we meet, you have a twinkle in your eyes, a grin on your face, and some exciting news to share with me. Whether on camera or in person, your inner light shines upon others. People gravitate toward you because of your positive MannyCAN spirit. When you walk into a room, I feel the energy shift, and I watch heads turn as if to catch a glimpse of a famous celebrity or dignitary. I've asked you this question many times, and I'll ask you again. How do you maintain your MannyCAN spirit? Manny, you always tease me and thank me at the same time for my nagging Miss J mentoring style. So just to keep it real, I'm going to give you a to-do list live on your podcast for the upcoming 2021 year. Number 1, try your best in your schoolwork, and of course, don't procrastinate. Number 2, get involved in your school culture. Number 3, continue to give back to others. Number 4, research how you can actually give a MannyCAN TED Talk. I can't wait to attend. And number 5, reach out to people who inspire you that you can interview on your podcast. Let's be audacious and see if Haley Elwood, Isaac Rochelle, Michael Badgley, Andrew Luck, Kendall Reyes, Luis Castillo, and Philip Rivers are ready to chat with you on your podcast. All that being said, Manny, I don't know if you realize that I have learned much more from you than you have learned from me. You have taught me to have a MannyCAN view about life. Whenever I encounter challenges, I remember your motto, if Manny can, then I can. You truly have changed my life in a significant way, and I thank you for it. My father, retired Professor Ronald Josephson, always says that each generation should improve from the last. Manny, I'm happy to know that you are one of the leaders of our next adult generation. This current pandemic is a stressful experience for the world. For anyone seeking inspiration during this time of adversity, I highly recommend tuning in to hear what MannyCAN has to say. Emmanuel Barrera is our next great sports expert, life coach, and mentor of the 21st century. Kirsten Josephson.
Memory lane, you just mentioning the things that I've done in middle school from hip hop, MTV, dirt, joining college club or having those conversations saying that I don't think I'll be able to do all those stuff when I go to college. I think middle school was how you say it, the era at the time where Manny CAN was found and grew from there. And then that's when I realized anything is possible in life. I at the beginning of my life I judged my physical appearance. If you see me, you know that I'm in a wheelchair. I'm not I'm not even average height or tall. And at the time I'd be like, no, I can't do this because you look at me. And then now that my perspective has changed throughout the years. So first of all, I know you thank me, but I want to thank you because before college wasn't in my head, and then now I'm here about to finish my first semester of college. And surprisingly, no, not surprisingly, I worked my butt off and I'm doing great. And to answer one of your questions, advice that I would give to any current students how to become a leader or maintain being a leader. Well, my first tip is first of all, find yourself, find your motive. That's how I found my motive in MannyCAN. I'm like, all right, I want to inspire. I want to share my story. I want to bring others and share their stories. And then once you do that step, you gotta find the plan and execute it. Bring the people that you're gonna lead around. Share their opinions. Listen to their opinions. And it's gonna be all right. I mean, there's gonna be disagreements here and there, but you just gotta make sure you disagree in the politest way. Life is about going through obstacles. I mean, there's gonna be rocks thrown at you, but it's just how you're gonna go and dodge them. And then, how do I keep my positivity? Well, Miss J, I've been avoiding this question from you, but I think I'm not gonna release it on this episode. I'm gonna have to release it on our following episode where I'm with you sitting down, and I'm gonna do it live, person to person. How I keep that positive aspect. I am gonna say it's not easy, especially this year. There's been times where I wanted to give up, but no, I saw myself and I'm like, you know what? People have it worse, and they could use me right now. And like you mentioned, 2020, it's an odd year. It's different. And then with the tats you gave me, I can follow them. I mean, if I've been through surgeries and therapies and broken wheelchairs. Speaking of broken wheelchairs, my chair is broken right now, so I'm going through it again. If I've been through that, I think I can do anything, and I can achieve those goals you gave me. And I can't wait for my journalistic career to launch. When the day comes, interviewing Michael Badgley, Haley Elwood, Isaac Rochelle, Philip Rivers, Uncle Phil, Luis Castillo, that's gonna be the day I can finally say I made it. But no, it's gonna be the day where I say I'm finally getting the hang of it. So that's gonna be the mark when I'm like, I'm getting the hang of it. I can do anything. Miss J, I can't wait to talk to you about how the college club started, the impact you have done to me through middle school. I don't say it a lot, but you and Miss Whitney, Miss Vasquez, Miss Kyle, you all gave me an impact. Those hours at Starbucks, those days that we back to back days, you guys were helping with my college essays. Those were the important times I enjoyed. The hard work, the behind the scenes. I mean, a lot of people don't see that, but it's a process. It's a process. I like to thank everyone that came from my social media, or the people that shared it, the people that are gonna stick with me or stuck with me through my journey. I said I wanted to do a podcast for a while. It started off with doing an experiment where I just did random stuff. I took that down, and I'm ready to take it to the professional level. Because, I've been through so much in life with surgeries and broken wheelchairs, like I mentioned. I think I can do this, and I love to get the hang of it. The first episode isn't always going to be the best. The first interview is not going to be the best. But I'm going to grow from it, because when you make a mistake, you grow from them. And yeah, just a disclaimer, we're going to have fun, entertaining episodes, and we're going to have some serious episodes. That's part of life. But other than that, I want to say thank you to everyone who stuck around with me. Don't forget to follow us wherever you're listening from. And other than that, my name is Emmanuel Barrera, aka Manny. And don't forget, if anyone can, Manny can.